Hiya, my name is Jess and welcome to my channel, Reads with a Ravenclaw. Today, if you hadn't guessed by the bottom corner of a Christmas tree in my background and this Santa hat that I'm wearing, I thought I'd try a sort of Christmassy book video as I'm finally getting into the spirit and bring you all the festive Christmas book tag. I've been looking for sort of like a Christmas based book tag to do for a really long time now, but when I saw Jessie the Reader do this one like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I knew that it was just the perfect one for me to do, and I remembered it from circling around like a year or 2 years ago I think, and I just thought it looked a lot of fun. This tag was created by Girl Reading, so I will leave her original video below. So let's get on to the questions. Question number 1 is a fictional family that you would like to spend Christmas with. This answer was literally like a no-brainer for me, and it's the Weasleys. There's just something about the Weasley house that makes me think of like big family holidays. I did the Harry Potter world thing in Watford near London. I've done it twice actually, but I did it most recently about a year ago, and I just love watching all the special effects for the Weasley house with like the pans that wash themselves up. So I think if I could spend Christmas with any fictional family, I'd definitely go to the Weasleys, because I think just having that magic around you on Christmas Day would make it so much fun. So I really want to be knitted a Weasley Christmas jumper, because that would just make all of my dreams come true. Second question is, what bookish item would you like to receive as a gift? Really, any sort of bookish gift is a safe bet with me, but I'm especially a fan of bookish mugs. My collection of them is just expanding constantly, but there's always room for new ones. I've got my eye on one in particular, which is like a Marauders map mug, but it only becomes the Marauders map once you fill it with hot water. It's just like a blank mug, but then you fill it with boiling water and all of the patterns start to emerge, and that just sounds magical. I would also really like a Newt Scamander Funko Pop. I just think it's like the cutest Funko Pop ever, and I really want one. And they come in keychain size, and I just want a little Newt for my keys. Question number 3 is a fictional character who you think would make the perfect Christmas elf. I think this one's kind of hard, because in my head I'm automatically just going straight to characters who are like elves, like Dobby, Legolas. Can you imagine Legolas as a Christmas elf just like making toys? That would make my life. But in the end I decided to go with another Harry Potter character. I know that I've already like used Harry Potter-esque answers for this, but honestly Christmas and Harry Potter just go hand in hand in my mind, and the character that I've chosen is Luna Lovegood. I don't know why, I can just really see her fitting into that role of a Christmas elf. I think she'd bring just so much joy to it and would be so much fun to watch, and I think all of the other Christmas elves would really take to her. Yeah, definitely Luna for that one. Next question is, match a book to its perfect Christmas song. And for this one I chose Bridget Jones's Diary, and I also chose 2 songs to go with it. The first one is All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, because I just think that's a really indulgent Christmas song. I think everyone knows the words and everyone loves singing along to it, and I think very similarly Bridget Jones is a book that everyone loves, it's a story that everyone loves, it's a character that everyone loves, so I think that book and that song and that romance could really like play well together. I also think Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues could work with Bridget Jones, especially in some of the earlier love-hate scenes with Mr. Darcy. I never really got why Bridget was complaining about all of those really funny parties that her mum or her mum's friends would throw in Bridget Jones's Diary. I just thought they sounded hilarious, and I would have really liked to have gone to one. It sounds like people watching ideal for me. So if Colin Firth's there, that's just a bonus really, let's face it. Number 5 is a book or fictional character you've been disappointed in and think should be put on the naughty list. And my answer to this one is Tamlin from A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas, which I read last month. I'm not going to say too much about this one because I don't want to spoil that book, because it's the second book in a series and you would all hate me for it. I wasn't madly in love with Tamlin in the first book anyway, but in the second book he didn't do anything to redeem himself at all in my opinion, and I was just so disappointed in him and angry at him really. So yeah, he's definitely on the naughty list. No Luna Lovegood else for you, Tamlin. Number 6 is a book or fictional character that you think deserves much more love and appreciation and should be put on the nice list. And my answer to this one is The Lunatic Chronicles by Melina Marchetta, which is a young adult fantasy trilogy that I did not shut up about on my old channel. Like seriously, I think in every single video I found a way to bring some form of Melina Marchetta book up. I don't want to say too much about it because I think that it's the sort of series that if you go into it knowing nothing, then it's such a treat for you to read. But I will say that some of the themes just feel unbelievably relevant to today. It involves a lot to do with homeland and identity, and it's just so brilliant because she sets the book in quite an ye-olde fantasy world, yet she manages to make the theme so unbelievably relevant to today. As always, Melina Marchette's characters are on point, even though it is a YA. What I love about her works in general, but specifically about this trilogy, is that she looks at a variety of characters from all different ages, and it doesn't read like YA because you're not constantly caught in that teenage mentality. You get to move around a lot and experience different types of characters, which I really enjoyed. And the writing is just gorgeous as well. It's rich and it's kind of old feeling, and it's wonderful. I would 100% recommend it. The next question is red, gold and green. Find a book cover that has a Christmassy feel to it. And the reason why I'm so out of breath is because I forgot to do this before filming the video, so I just had to run up the 2 flights of stairs to my room to grab this. But the book cover that makes me feel especially Christmassy is this entire, oh, how can I get in? This Harry Potter box set that I bought last year. I just really love it. I think it's really Christmassy because you got the red, you got the gold, you got little bits of green here and there, but I love how it's shaped like a present, and I think that's the most Christmassy thing about it to me. And you can just kind of lift the lid aside to have all the books there, and I love it so much, and it makes me feel so Christmassy, and yes, it was worth running up 2 flights of stairs for. And the final question is a book or series that you love so much you want everyone to find under your Christmas, that would be weird, why are they in my house? Under their Christmas tree. And the book I chose for this one was Wonder by R.J. Palacio. You probably heard a lot about it. There was so much hype on BookTube when it first came out. Also, it's a book that just completely restored my faith in humanity, and I think you want that around Christmas time. You want to feel like fulfilled and happy and positive about the world, particularly this year, if I may say so. So yeah, that was the Festive Christmas book tag. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I really enjoyed making. I've just noticed that my dog has been like over here for the entire bit. Have you been out there for the entire time? Yeah, my thunder with your cuteness. I'm not really sure what my video posting schedule is going to be over the Christmas period, so just in case nothing more is uploaded before Christmas Day, have an excellent Christmas, and people don't say that, do they? Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you soon.